Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say is the biggest difference between
Weather,
the weather?
the energy, the people. The people are
Energy in
very
what
different.
way? Because energy is a big
Um,
thing.
People
Oh,
are kinder, more easy to approach, and more likely to approach you. Whereas I feel like here, everyone kind of keeps to themselves, and it's a very like you don't talk, like it's not very community um, based. It doesn't feel like a community. Whereas in the Bay, I spent, just a year in SF, and
mm-hmm.
I felt very comfortable there. Like people were, willing to like communicate with just strangers, and like it was more welcoming. It's a welcoming energy.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both in Oakland outside of San
Oh
Francisco.
yeah. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting for others to join, do you know if you're going to want a chart reading or cards?
I would love to. Yeah, I would love that.
A chart reading?
Mhm.
Okay, let's start. You get to go first since you were first.
Okay.
She's smart. I can tell she's smart already. I would think of being there early so she could get a reading. Like I was like, I'm taking notes, Pixie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, do you want to see Pixie? Because if I share the screen, your birth information will be up. Is that a problem or
No, that's okay. I'm okay with that.
okay? So what's your birth date?
It's February 1st.
We have a new person who just joined us, by the way.
February 1st, what year?
2001.
Wow. Okay.
7:22 p.m. And then the place was 29 Palms, California.
Okay.
Celeste, I think you're getting a few people in here.
Oh, good.
Who's in there?
I'll be right back. I'm just pulling up. Pixie was first here, so she is getting her chart read first. Do you know 29? Oh, maybe I need to spell out 29 palms.
Yeah, it's spelled out.
Okay, I'll be right back, everyone. Okay. And so it was 7:22 p.m. on February 1st, 2001. That's correct?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I have you all loaded up. Hi, Crystal. How are you?
Good. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy you could join. Now, are you going to want a chart reading or just cards?
The star, whatever.
Okay, let me put your information in. Are you okay if you don't want anyone to be able to see it, let me
No,
know.
it's fine.
Okay.
I'm open. I'm an open book.
Okay. So I know you are May.
19.
Oh, we've got one more. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is amazing.
What year were you born, Crystal?
1964.
Okay.
And I was born in District of Columbia General Hospital in DC.
Okay. Okay, and let's see. Let's see, sometimes that. Okay, so that's General Hospital. DC is funny when you try to put in.
Yes, yes.
Always.
They just need to make it a state. Come on.
I know, really. Okay. Let me try Georgetown. It's not going in.
maybe try District of Columbia instead of DC or Washington in terms of the city.
Was it George Washington University Hospital?
It was District of Columbia General Hospital.
Okay. Let's see.
Hi, everybody. We just got a few people in a little early, so we're trying to get the information in.
Yes, I'll be
We'll
right
get you soon.
back. What's like really close to District of Columbia, Crystal? It's not.
You can try. Can you try Maryland? I mean, you could do all Maryland.
Okay, let me do Maryland. And then what's a city really close to DC?
Just do Baltimore.
Okay. Okay, it might be slightly,
There's so many things on the cusp of DC.
yeah. It might make things a little bit off, but I'll figure it out later. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Yes. Hi,
Do you
Vicki.
need the time?
Candice. Hi, Janine.
Hi.
Hi. Great. Well, I guess we can go ahead and get started. It's 5:02, so welcome everyone. This is my first live event, flying by the seat of my pants, and we're going to have a good old time. I'm Celeste, an astrologer, coach, and intuitive. And yeah, let me just I have a few announcements to make. Okay, so please, if you don't already, follow me somewhere. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube at Astrology by Celeste, and my website is the same.com. And if you sign up to my newsletter, I send out bi-monthly newsletters about the new moon and the full moon. And also sometimes I'll send an extra about significant astrology events. Great. So today I'm going to take questions from you. I can either do like a hot takes off your chart, or if you have specific questions, or I can pull cards for you, whatever you like. But if it's a question, we want to keep it concise and keep it open-ended, like more like, what do I need to know about X, rather than something, yes, no, or something like that. So if you could put in the chat where you're from. I want to make sure everyone knows how to use the chat, as well as there's something there called the reactions button. So you could do reactions if you like there. And also if you have a question and you want to raise your hand, it should be there too with that reactions button. Great. Oh, Oklahoma City. Toronto. Oh, fantastic. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, I'm so excited to meet you. Wave, Cheryl. Oh, there's Cheryl. Okay, great. Cheryl joins my Instagram lives every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Yes. Let's see if I wanted. And the other thing I want to say, so if I pull up your birth chart, this is recorded so people can see it. So if you have any issues with that, let me know, because I like to, when I share people's charts, show them so that they can see what I'm talking about. Great. Oh, Katie from Northern California. Also put your sun sign, if you know it, in the chat. Everyone should know their sun sign. Great. Great. So I think we'll get started with the first person. So Pixie joined first. She came early. I already have her birth information in. So let's start with Pixie. I am going to share my screen. And then, Pixie. Oh, what a great, okay. What a great chart. So Pixie, did you have a specific question or did you want me just to?
I'd like to hear your general view of my chart, but I do have a couple questions as well.
Okay.
Mostly just I'm studying astrology currently, and I'm kind of confused about the significance of Jupiter and Saturn both being in my 9th house and how how that works in the same house, those two energies.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to give each person 5 minutes so I can get as many people as I can. So what I'll just do is give you hot takes.
Okay.
So the first thing I look at when I look at a chart, I look at the sun, moon, and rising. So your sun is in Aquarius, an air sign. Your moon is in Taurus, an earth sign. Oh, how beautiful. And your Virgo rising. So your earth, air. And it's so beautiful having a moon in Taurus because the moon is exalted there. It's got a special place at the table. So it gives you like a grounding to your emotions. So yes, and the next thing I notice about your chart, I look at like chart patterns. And you have what's called a yod pointing to your sun. So that means it's called the finger of God, which people can get a little overly attached to, but it means that you've been pointed at. There's something about you, who you are, your will, your essence that is pulling you in a direction in your life. Have you felt that?
Yeah, I have for sure.
Yeah.
That's really like validating to hear.
And so your sun is in the 6th house. So you're Aquarius, but it gives you like a Virgo essence, like you are here to serve. And there is a purpose for you to be here. And you have Uranus right next to your sun. So astrology is a great thing for you to be studying because Uranus rules astrology.
Yeah.
The other thing that jumps out at me is that you have Jupiter at the top of your chart, and Jupiter is the cosmic Santa. It's like you were born under a lucky star. And that's really is something nice to have. Now you asked specifically about having Jupiter and Saturn together in the same place. So sometimes what that can do is, so Jupiter expands and Saturn contracts. So they are opposing kind of energies. So to use it in its best way, Saturn will give you Saturn will help put structure to the dreams and the things, your expansion in the world. So that's how it works best. Sometimes people find that they have a difficult time like accessing, because it's next to your moon, accessing all of your emotional body, getting that joy of Jupiter and not just that like coldness of Saturn. So it's something you're always going to have to work with because your moon is right next to Saturn. But I can see you having a very big career. You're here to communicate as well with those 3 planets in the 9th house of expansion, higher learning, and all of that sort of thing.
That was great. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I hope that was helpful.
Yeah, it was really helpful, actually.
Oh, good. Okay, now, so when you're done, go on mute, please, and we'll pull up Crystal. Just so that we, let's see. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. So Crystal, do you have a question?
I do have a question.
Yeah.
What do you see in terms of my professional future?
Okay. Ooh, so Crystal, this is so interesting. So you're a Taurus sun, you're a Virgo moon, and you're a Scorpio rising. So having a Scorpio rising, that's like there's this need to regenerate and rebirth and reborn throughout life. Constant need to transform. That's the first thing that jumps out at me. So this is water, earth, and earth. So you've got this calm nature to yourself. Since I know you personally, I know how organized you can be and how kind and warm you are. But you also have something, before I get to your career, you have this is called a mystic oh, it's almost a mystic rectangle. It's not, okay, it's not quite a mystic rectangle, so you don't have that pattern, but work is extremely important to you in your life because you have 3 planets in the house of work. Your midheaven is Leo. So what that means is that you are here to be seen in the world for your gifts, and your gifts include, you know, being so stable and dependable and trustworthy. Your Jupiter is in the 6th house of service, so that speaks to how you are always, and your brain is here too, how you think and how you feel. You always feel like you need to give and be of service in this world. So those are the things that first jump out at me. The next thing is that yeah, having an intensity in your career is really important, because in a lot of ways it rules your chart and what have you. So now let me take a look at what's coming up for you. So are you thinking about making a change?
Possibly.
Okay. Okay. Let's see if I see anything jumping out. So Venus is at the 29th degree, right at the top of your chart, in what we call solar arc. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on you this year to maybe change careers. Yeah. And I can see you getting better money or some kind of promotion. So that's a possibility. And I'm just going to pull two cards for you. Let me see this real quick. Okay. Let me see where Saturn. So the big event, Saturn square Uranus. Oh, how interesting. So yeah, you're feeling like you need to have a change in your daily life. Mm-hmm. So what does Crystal need to know about her career? Pull this one card. Oh, deep knowing. So this is the psychic overload card. So this to me says like you are on empathy overdrive, and that like taking care of your mental health is key. And if this place where you are at right now is too stressful or too much for you, that you need to look to make a change. And if you do, it will be better with Venus, and your Venus is a benefic. So it brings good things. So yes.
All right.
Yeah, well, I hope that was helpful.
Yes, that's very helpful. Thank you.
Oh, good. Let's see. Now, who is next? I think raise your hand if you want to go next, or okay, Candace. So do you want to come off mute?
Hello.
Hi, Candace. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Oh, good.
I would say that I'm kind of stuck in between different things. I would like to know what you see about my romantic relationships and my profession.
Okay.
I do want to pursue having another child. I'm just not sure.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of stuck there between that romantic part and that additional children. I want to get my life together.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's see what we see here. Okay. So what is your birth date?
June 3rd, 1982.
Okay. And your birth time?
Oh,
Do you not know?
not off the top of my head. I
Okay.
think it's maybe in the evening.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll probably have to pull cards for you, but I'll look at the chart. What place?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma City or what city? I'm sorry.
Yes, Oklahoma City.
So the reason that the birth time is important is because it tells me what areas of life everything's in. Since I don't know that, I can just give you hot takes, and then I'll pull cards for you. Yeah. So your sun is in Gemini. Your moon is definitely in Scorpio, but I don't know your rising sign. So, but one thing, let's see. Oh, so your Venus is in Taurus, which is really nice. So Venus is at home in Taurus. Let's see if there's anything else key. There's a lot of nice energy for you this year because Saturn is going to be in a nice relationship with your sun. So giving you the ability to create structures around what you want to do this year. I think it'll be around May where you'll have this extra energy where Saturn's what it's gonna do is it's gonna give you a grand trine in fire, in air in your chart. So giving you this extra ability intellectually, ability to communicate. So if you are thinking about getting a new job, this is a great time to work on your resume. You asked about children. I need to know more. I need to pull cards for that because I don't know where.
I currently have 2 children, and my first child is 16 and my second child is 14.
Okay, but you were saying you were thinking about having a baby?
Yes, yes, my husband wants to have more children. I'm terrified, but I definitely I wouldn't mind. It's a struggle. It's definitely a struggle to have children. I want to make sure that I want to be sane enough to take care of them.
Okay.
Be able to make money and provide, and it's hard.
Yeah, so that seems like that's the most pressing question that you have. Yeah, so I'm going to ask, what does Cheryl need to know about, having another child in the near term? Let's see. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. Let's see. So the first card is the Observer. Oh, so this is really interesting. This is talking about taking a step back, taking a higher view, like trying to get it off the end of your face. And then the next card is Deep Knowing. I pulled this for Crystal as well, but in the reverse position. This is upright. So this is saying, listen to your intuition. You know what you can handle and what you cannot. And yeah, in a pandemic, this is a tough time. Yeah, to be having another. The last card is Unfinished Symphony. So it is like there is some kind of unfinished business. So I'm sorry, Cheryl, this might be that you have the love in your heart available for another baby. So I don't know, unless you have some other unfinished business, but this is the guidance I have for you. So I hope that is helpful.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Great. So who's next? Jolly CH and then Danae.
It's actually Chantal.
Chantal? Okay.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Okay. So would you like a chart reading as well?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay. So let's see. How do you spell that? CHATL?
CHANTL. TAL. Yeah,
Okay, sorry
Yeah.
about that.
no
And
problem.
what is your birth date?
15 February 1978.
And time?
About 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
And place?
Montreal.
Ah, Canada.
I was gonna say she has to be Canadian.
Why?
How she said the year of birth, her
I'm
birthday.
actually French. So I'm in Quebec, so it's mostly French.
My husband was Canadian, Calgary, Alberta.
Yes, how funny. So it's 4 p.m. now, is that exact?
No, it's approximately.
Okay. But February 15th, 1978.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That I'm sure about.
Okay. So your sun is in Aquarius, your moon, depending on how off the time could be, but the moon is in Gemini. Do you feel like you need to talk out your feelings in order to?
Yes.
Okay, so that's probably right. Oh, and then a Leo rising. So that's air, fire. So you probably, yes, have a lot of outward. You like to express yourself outward in the world.
Yeah. I talk a lot.
Yeah, okay.
I actually get paid for that. So.
Oh, good. Yes. Do you work for yourself?
No, I work for Canada Post.
Oh, okay. Great. Yeah. Now, do you have any questions specifically or just what I see?
A lot changed in my life in the past few weeks. My boyfriend left me 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to buy a house. So it's just a little bit what you see forthcoming for me.
Okay. Yes. Let me look at the transits just to see. Let's start with just this. Well, wait, let me start with it all. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wow. Jupiter is getting ready to go over into your first house. So in your solar arc. Oh, that's still a little bit of ways, but if you are feeling like things are really not great right now, in a couple of years, you're going to have Jupiter cross your ascendant by solar arc, and that gives you a lot of positive energy. I can see the loss in your daily life. Yes, I can see that. And let's see where there's a lot of energy right now from this. Okay, nothing else jumps out from that. Let's look here. Oh, your moon is at 29 Sag in terms of your fifth house of romance. So you're going, there's a shift that's happening right now. You're at the 29th degree of this thing that's called the progressed moon that speaks to where we are in our lives now. And it is not surprising. It's in your house of romance that there is this adjustment going on there. And it's going to take on a little more Capricornian flair in the next month. You're already feeling it. You're already feeling pulled into this. It's more of a colder Saturnian kind of feel that's going to come in for a little bit. And yeah, but the energy will eventually lighten and go. It'll get better, even if it doesn't feel so great right now.
Good. Can't get really worse. So.
I'm going to pull cards for you too. Let's see. Let's look at the bi-wheel to see. Yeah. So the Saturn-Uranus square it's the big theme of this year, and Saturn is in your sixth house of daily life and health. So also make sure you take care of your health, and Uranus is transiting at the top of your chart, like how you meet the world. And it caused a rocking in your foundation. So yes, I can totally see that. Jupiter is in your seventh house of partners, as well as Venus. So I don't know, do some real soul searching. Is this for the best that this person left you?
I believe so, yes.
That's what it says to me, that this is something that is good. And you're having the South Node. Yeah, you just had it cross Neptune, which can speak to, it's like the cosmic vacuum cleaner, to speak to something to be sucked out of your life. But now is a good time to work on your career. You have Mars up there. Do you have, think about your aspirations, where you want to go next. Yeah. But just take good care of yourself and do the work. Don't avoid the feelings, I would say.
Yeah.
The sun is going to go into your house of the basement in a few days, and it's a really good time for you to really get clear with yourself and dig deep. Yeah. Rigorous. Yes.
When you show the card, can you stop sharing the screen so we can see the card?
Oh, okay. Yes. Thank you, Shantini.
No problem.
Okay, let me stop sharing. Great. So the first card is the higher power card. So this says to me, you're having this really, I can just feel how hard it is. Lean into your higher power. You are never alone. So just don't forget that. Yeah. And then the next card is the thinker card in reverse. So this talks about analysis paralysis and just being in, with all that air, you have, your sun in Aquarius, your moon in Gemini, it's really hard for you to get out of your head. So really work to try to get out of your head, into your body. I don't know if meditation will help you, or taking long walks in nature, but yeah, try to work on that. And then, the last card is fork in the road, about making decisions, and that whatever way you choose, I mean, this to me says that you'll be okay, whichever decisions
Good
come up. So yeah, you take care, honey. And I think it's for the best, even though it's really, really hard right now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. And then Danae was next.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hey, welcome. Thanks so much for coming. You want a chart reading?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So what do people share in the chat now as well? Like, what confuses you about astrology? Like general questions you can put there. And if I don't have time to get to them, I'll follow up with a little video answering all the questions. Yes. So Danae, what is your birth date?
November 17th, 1986.
Okay, and the time?
3:44 p.m.
And I assume that's exact.
That's exact.
Yeah. The place?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yeah, my grandmother was into astrology, or is into astrology, and made sure to save it.
Oh, good. Yes. Oh, wait, was that? Wait, did that do the lookup successfully? Okay. Here we go. So do you have any questions specifically, or just want my hot takes?
So my general, and I'm like a baby student in astrology, but my general take is that my chart is pretty chaotic, and I'm just trying to make sense of what I feel is the chaos. I do have a question about if, I want to return to my PhD studies, but I honestly think that might be worth just purchasing a reading and having a separate conversation.
Okay. Yeah, that might be best. But your sun is in Scorpio, your moon is in Gemini, and you are a Taurus rising. So that is water, air. So the air can be out of place with that. And moon in Gemini, you really may have, it's really an interesting juxtaposition, because the sun in Scorpio is you really go deep. Your essence is very deep, but it's opposing that Taurus wants to be lighter and wants to wants to enjoy the yum yum factor of life, and you're here to, yeah, your soul is rising to moving away from that, moving away from the basement to the light in terms of trying to pull yourself or balance those energies. And it's important not to be detached with that moon in Gemini. Now, I would not call your chart chaotic, but you have these tension lines. You have, this is called a T-square, where you have two squares and then an opposition. Yeah, and then you have another one, it looks like. Wait, let me look at it this way so I can see clearer what's squaring each other. Yeah. Okay. Well, you have Jupiter squaring your moon. So sometimes that can make you have like bigger emotional reactions. And with the moon being in Gemini, you really have to talk them out. So that is something that jumps out at me. Oh, and Saturn opposite the moon. So that to me speaks about you having felt in your life that other people are trying to hold you back or like give you unnecessary structure, and what that also can be is people who are have this Saturn opposite the moon can be really too hard on themselves with self.
I was actually about to say I try to give myself structure and then I rebel against myself. It's a weird, complex thing. Yeah.
Okay, rebelling against yourself is Uranus, and you have Uranus, in an easy opportunity relationship with Mars, how you take action. So that makes sense. Yeah, let me look at your transits and see if I see anything that is really would be good for you to know. Okay. So your progressed moon is in Virgo in the 5th house. So this is a good time for structure around how you create. An organization around how you create, and it's an earth sign. So there's good energy to bring material things in the world. In the next year, your sun is moving into Capricorn, the solar arc sun, and there's a lot of pressure right now on you. Like you're feeling like this need to change, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, and so you're probably feeling the pull to like bring something material out in the world or add some excellence into your, it totally makes sense that you're thinking about getting a PhD at the.
Well, I actually left a PhD program. Due to some family stuff, and I've been considering going back. And yeah, and anybody who's done a PhD knows how traumatic and exhausting it is. So yeah.
Yeah. Now, what's holding you back?
Myself.
Yeah. Let me look at another way. Let's look at this. Let's see. Oh, Jupiter is right at the top of your chart. Oh, yes. Yeah. There's been a lot of change in your outside world over the last year. So that the big event of 2020 was Saturn Pluto met at 22 degrees right on your midheaven at the top of your chart, like where like structures were obliterated and things like a lot of people felt like, well, a lot of people, all of us felt like the rug was pulled under us, but it may have been even more impactful for you because it really connects into your chart. And now, yeah, the Saturn Uranus, you're going to have these Saturn Uranus squares on your ascendant. So yes, today, I mean, I'm just going to pull 3 cards, but I think you need to go back and finish your PhD is my intuition.
Thank you for that.
But I'm going to pull some cards and we'll see what they say.
Okay.
Okay.
Celeste, I'm also just watching the time. I want to make sure that we get everybody.
Okay. Oh, sorry, everybody. Let me hurry. Okay. Thank you, Shantini. Oh, the first card is the Fates in reverse. So this happened. This says, you know, bad things happen sometimes, and you know, we may not understand them, but understand that there is a certain amount of component of faith in your life. And I think you know what this card is pointing to. And then trust your intuition, definitely. And oh, maybe you're not ready just quite yet to go back to your PhD, but this is poised in reverse, but you'll know when the time is right. So yeah. So if you need some more time, don't worry about it. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Who is next? Sorry, I'm being a little slow. I don't see any. Do you see hands raised? Just speak up if oh, there, the hands are all raised. Okay, Janine. Sorry, I can't see these things.
Yay.
Okay. Hi, Janine.
Hi.
How are you?
Sorry, the sun's in my eye, so I'm a little bit.
Remind me, what's your birthday? April?
Okay, April 10th. I actually have my birth certificate right here. So
Okay.
April 10th, 1968.
Okay, what time?
12:05 p.m.
And place?
It says Chicago. Yeah, Chicago.
Oh, how funny. I guess you didn't live there long.
Well, I thought it was Des Plaines, but that's not the birthplace. It was the birthplace was in Chicago,
Oh, okay.
if that matters.
No, they're pretty close,
Very
right?
close. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. So April 10th, 68, 12:05 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah, so do you have a specific question or did you want hot takes?
Just hot takes.
Yeah, so the big thing that jumps out at your chart is all this Aries energy at the top of your chart. Oh my God, your sun is in Aries, your moon is in Virgo. Thankfully, I think it's good to have that earth structure, and you're a Leo rising, so here to see and be seen. Really important for you to avoid burnout is the first thing that jumps out at me, because with that going, with all of that Aries energy. Aries is the warrior, the pioneer. It's very initiating sign. The Virgo moon, it's really important for you not to be too overly critical of yourself. Virgo, and it's next to Pluto. So that's a lot of, Pluto is like, you have like a nuclear power plant strapped to your emotional body. So that can be like an intensity to your emotional body. Yeah, but you have Jupiter in your fourth house that gives you a certain amount of luck and good fortune in life. So let me see what's going on right now with you. There's any.
What about my love life? Was that number 5? It was empty.
Yes. Okay. But it's ruled by it's empty, but it's ruled by Jupiter. So when people have a Sagittarius fifth house, a lot of times they don't like to commit. They want fun and romance and like this is the house of joy. So what brings you joy is like travel, expansion, and Jupiter. Jupiter is at home in your it's not at home, but it's in your first house in Leo, which likes to have fun, and Aquarius is your 7th house of relationships, and Jupiter right now is in your 7th house. So is Venus. So I don't know. Have you met anyone within the last couple months? Anyone new?
Well, there's a guy that I have a crush on at my office.
Oh, okay.
It's like not gonna go anywhere, but it gets me to the office at least. I feel like I put makeup on, but but no, it's kind of encouraging me that maybe I need to start kind of looking for love again. I don't know. I mean, it's the time of COVID, right? So
yeah. Well, these Saturn Uranus squares are happening right on your descendant of the other. So what this says to me from the top of your chart. So yeah, you could meet someone like significant. Saturn is the glue that can hold people together. So I wouldn't be surprised if you met someone really significant in the, and Mars right now, Mars is right on your solar arc Venus. How interesting. In Taurus, and Mars and Venus are going to come together in July in your first house. So I can see you meeting someone this year, and the like where we've been, where we're going. There's a lot. All the eclipses are happening in your house of romance and your house of groups for this year. So yeah, I can see you meeting someone this year, definitely. And I'm just going to pull one card.
Okay.
So what does Janine need to know about her?
Like get out of the house. I don't.
You can always get online.
I know, but I'm like, oh.
Yes.
It's always so disappointing.
Well, okay. What does Janine need to know about having a better experience online as she's dating? Changing the question on you. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let me stop the share so you can see it. It's the divine timing card. TikTok in reverse. There's enough time not to worry. It will come when it's right. If I look deeper in your chart, I might be able to give you a more exact date, but yes, I think someone's coming. So maybe you don't need to get online. Maybe they'll just be there when they're gonna be there. I don't know.
Okay, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yes.
Walking the dog.
Okay.
We've got quite a few hands up, and I think you have 20 minutes, just checking the time. And how many people do we have left?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can go a little over if people, if
That's okay. Okay.
Yeah. So do we have any idea who was next? I'll just do who I see in order then. So Victoria, I will do yours. This is my sister. I'll do yours another time or at that.
I'll put my hand down.
We're gonna do that.
I think Damaris was next.
Okay, Damaris. Okay, we'll do Damaris.
Hi.
Hi, Damaris. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for
Yes. So what is your birth date?
Okay, so my birthday is June 26, 1985.
Okay. And the time?
So my mom says it's 7 a.m. on the dot. I don't know if I believe her, but that's what she said. So
And where?
Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo.
Okay. Santo Domingo.
Celeste, you have a typo in her name. It's Damaris.
Okay. Damaris. Thank you. Okay. Now, did you have, oh, wow, you've got some chart patterns going on. Did you have any specific questions or you just want hot takes?
Hot takes. I guess that was one specific question. So I recently started dating again. I had a long 7-year relationship that just ended. And I'm kind of it ended a year ago, but I just started dating again. And I'm kind of like in a situationship with someone. It's like a very push and pull, weird communication things going on. And I just don't really know where it's going or what's happening with that. And yeah.
Very interesting. So your sun is in Cancer, your moon is in Libra, and you're a Cancer rising. So double water, air. So the first thing, Cancer is a sign. It's a very nurturing. It's a sensitive sign. It's also has like it's a leadership sign. You've got a lot of initiating energy in your chart, and your moon is in Libra, right at the root. So you're a very sensitive person, I would think. Is that true?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I guess so.
And you're kind of plugged into the collective with your moon right there at the root. And so the risk for yourself is to be too people pleasing with a Libra moon. That Libra wants harmony at your root. You want harmony and balance and things to be nice. And maybe at times you can kind of sacrifice what you really need in order to please the other. But the thing that really jumps out at me is you have two of these yods. I don't know if you were here when I was talking to Pixie. These are these things where you have been pointed at. So you have one that's pointing at Uranus in your 5th house. It's almost to your 6th house. Are you creative?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like something, it's really important that you create. And have you ever felt like your life, there's also one to your ascendant. Have you ever felt like you're being pulled in a direction, or that your life has?
I feel like I should probably be doing more creative things, but
Yes.
I'm not currently doing that. So yeah, I do. Yeah, that's actually right on.
Yeah, you need to be creative and create. Yeah. Yeah. And you have you have some nice things in your chart. But let's just look at what's coming up. I want to see where the squares are hitting you. So Saturn from your 7th house, yeah, squared Uranus from your 10th. So this is a change in relationship. So Janine, we just had, was single, and she was having these kind of in the same place. And you had a relationship that ended. So yeah, we can see these things work out for, well, hers was 6 and 10, but we can see these energies work differently with different people. So it's not surprising that there was a change there. Oh, you're about to have a Jupiter return. So this is like expansion in the house of shared resources. Let me pull some cards for you. You want me to ask specifically about this relationship, or?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, okay. What does Damaris need to know about this relationship that she is in right now for her highest good? Yeah. Oh, and the Mars Venus, when they come together, they'll be in your 2nd house of how you make money. So if you want to expand your career at all this year, this is a good time to start putting into effect. Like start doing what you need to do to bring your career dreams to life. But okay.
That's great, thank you.
What do you need to know about this relationship? Oh, you got the Observer card too. Oh, let me stop the share. So this is like life is stuck to the end of your nose. Take a step back, look at it from, like, really watch that people pleasing if that's an issue. The Poise card says maybe you aren't ready to be, maybe you still need time to heal from the last one. Yeah. Oh, and this card, chop wood and protection. So this is the armchair astronaut card. This is chop wood, carry water, speaks about like you have to get out of the armchair to go get your dream. So you talked about not creating as much as you would like to. This is saying, you have a destiny, you are being pulled somewhere, you need to get moving with your creativity. So about the relationship, I would say just take a step back and really, really question if you're ready for another relationship right now, and make sure you're not sacrificing yourself for it.
Thank you. That sounds about right.
Good.
Thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. Who's next, Shantini? Oh,
Vicky was next.
that's my sister. I'll do her.
Oh, there's another Vicky in there.
Oh, the other Vicky. Okay, other Vicky.
Hi, Victoria. Good to meet you.
Hi.
Oh, Vicky Castillo. Okay, I see you up there. Hi, what is your birth date?
My birthday is December 6th, 1998.
Okay, December 6th, 98?
Mm-hmm. She's Vicky with a Y.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Happens all the time.
And what time?
It's 12:11 in the afternoon.
And place?
Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Now, do you have any specific questions or just what I see?
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about like what kind of role I'm gonna be in next after I'm done in my current role that I'm in.
So you're talking about career?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay. Well, your sun is in Sagittarius, your moon is in Cancer, and you're a Pisces rising. Oh, how nice. So that's 2 water signs and then an air sign. I mean, excuse me, a fire sign. Sagittarius is fire. Oh, and your sun is right next to Pluto, and it's at the top of your chart. So do you have any interest in like teaching or broadcasting or anything around expansion?
No, not really.
No? Okay. You might want to think about that, because there's like a well of power within you. And do you feel that?
Sort of.
It's Sagittarius. Yeah. Well, it could also be you could just be very, very blunt with people.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you've got a lot of that fire energy. So that's a lot of times with a lot of Sagittarius energy, people can be funny. They can, you're here to like expand in your life and to always be seeking something next. A career can be very important. You could be in a career that has something to do with women or social. Venus is in your house of career. What kind of work do you do?
Oh, right now I'm unemployed. I just graduated in May from my undergrad.
Okay, so you just graduated from college?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do you have ideas about what you want to do in your life?
I'm very, very undecided about that.
Well, your North Node is in the house of house of service in Leo. So yeah, I think it would be important for you to do something that brings something better into this world. And it's something that you're here to be seen as well. So you're here to don't dim your light, and you've got this well of power within you. Even if you haven't felt it yet, you're really young. You may not really feel it until you have your Saturn return, which is at about 29.
Okay.
But yeah, so let's see what's happening right now. Oh, you've got a lot of energy in the subconscious area of our chart in the 12th house, the house of mysticism so it's probably a lot of internal stuff. I'd like you to, and you're having Neptune on Jupiter. Oh, that is very interesting. Yeah, I'd like you to really try to connect in with what your soul really wants for yourself, because that's where there's a lot of energy. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, there's the eclipses have been happening in your house of your root versus where you are out in the world. So yeah, you could be moving. Have you moved recently?
Yeah.
Okay.
In September.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And you've got Jupiter coming to your south node. Interesting. Yeah. But what's going to happen, all these planets are going to start going into your first house. So it's going to be a really good time in the next couple of months to think about what you really want in your life for you. But I'm just going to pull 3 cards to give you some guidance.
Okay.
Yeah. Pluto's opposite your moon. So really take care of your mental health. If you're feeling it's going to be there for a while. So if you feel like somebody's trying to exert their own power over you, or maybe someone is helping you emotionally transform, but just take really good care of your mental health. Okay, let's see. So loyal heart and protection. Yeah. So this can speak to, have you had a relationship, any kind of relationship issues recently?
I don't know.
Let's see. I have to read it when it's in reverse. Oh, now is the time to look at outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalty. Betrayal is only a signal that it's time to prune away all who don't deserve your trust. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. So think about, yeah, who you've been loyal to. If somebody hasn't been loyal back, think about these kind of things with this card. Think about your belief systems, and especially self-limiting beliefs. Really work around that. And then this tab, whatever has changed, there's going to be a second chance. This is the regeneration card. So new life can come in from whatever is gone away. And the last card is at peace. So if something happens, I mean, there's a lot of energy today, Mars squared Venus. If there's an energy where you had you know, disconnecting with a friend or anyone, just have peace about whatever situation is going on in your life. Yeah.
Okay.
So I hope that helps. I hope I didn't just tell you something that's coming that's not good.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Chantini, who's
Let's do Caitlin and then Shipra and Claudia and then Maggie, I think, are the next few
okay?
in that order.
So Caitlin, great.
Hi.
Hi. Let's see. Thanks so much for coming, Caitlin.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, good. What was your birth date?
It is June 16th, 1995.
Okay.
And it's in Mesa, Arizona.
Okay. No.
While she's doing this, for anybody else who wants something, you're not obliged to give.
Can you hear me, Chantini?
Yeah, just the line seems bad. I just want to make sure that everybody's comfortable that they don't have to give you their natal chart stuff if other people have questions. You can just pull oracle cards for them.
Okay. Yeah, Caitlin, did you want? You're on mute. You're on mute. Type your birth time in the chat if you
my
want.
birth time is 12:09
Okay.
p.m.
What time?
12:09 p.m.
Okay. June 16th, 1995. Okay. Great. So did you have any questions specifically, or did you just want some feedback?
I'm just curious about like this year, like what to expect, and like maybe just how it'll interact with each other.
Okay, so it's a big year for you. Your sun is in Gem, your moon is in Aquarius, and you're a Virgo rising. So the eclipses are happening the eclipses are new moon and full moons, and they're like 10 times a new moon and full moon, and they set the energy and the tone for 6 months. And so you had in November 30th, there was a lunar eclipse on your Venus. And then in December 14th, there was a solar eclipse right opposite your sun from the 4th to the 10th. So I would expect there's like big changes happening either in your home life or where you are out in the world, or maybe like how you expand or with your siblings. You may not see them yet, but yeah, that having the eclipses hitting your angles is a really big deal this year. So if do you have like career goals you're going for this year or not?
well, I'm in my last year of classes, so it's getting more intense, like thinking about what I want to do, and just the amount of work and effort that I'm putting in it's more serious, I would say.
So you're in your last year of college?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes that makes sense. Well, I want you to think really big and be creative about what you want to do, because there's a lot of energy in your 5th house of creativity. I would say be very careful about getting pregnant. Don't it's also the house of children. Don't use birth unless you want to have a child, because you have Jupiter coming right up to your moon. This is like childbirth central right here.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, get pregnant central.
Okay.
So be careful about that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, on that. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm curious.
Yeah. And okay. Yeah.
I'm curious about my Uranus Neptune in the 5th house. Do you have anything to say about that?
So Uranus and Neptune, so when they're together like that, it can be that you have, I would look more to what conversations are they having. Let's see. Let me look at, let's see. Like this, they can speak to like you about yourself or about your children. Let's see. Oh, Uranus is in a trine with Venus. So that to me speaks to you do relationships differently. That the standard rules may not work for you. And like sometimes people having those in the 5th house, it can be maybe you be a little more difficult to get pregnant at times, some people, but not necessarily. Could also have a really creative child or a really like Uranian child as well. Your moon is in your 5th house, so you like creativity is helps your soul. Do you really really want to be a mother at some point?
I honestly don't. I don't want kids.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. That's so interesting. Well, it may, how interesting. Because your moon is in your 5th house. It's in Aquarius. So you do the 5th house differently. Okay. I see that. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if just quickly. Yeah. See what's coming up for you. Anything else? Yeah. Are you single or are you in a relationship?
Single.
Okay. Neptune's crossing into your house of partners. So it could be interesting. Like you could some kind of Neptune and just partners carefully. They could be just very creative, or it could be someone deceptive. So just be careful about who you date and whatnot, or who comes into your life. But there's a lot of energy in your 5th house of bringing joy into your life. So I'm just going to pull a card for you to see, like, what do you really need to know, or what do you really need to think about as you're getting ready to embark on your, adulthood and your career and your next steps. Your sun is in the house of career, so I would imagine career is important to you. So, oh, how interesting. So I pulled by the book for you. So this speaks to like the laws of social norms and, the laws of the universe, like the reciprocity and the law of attraction and all these things, and speaks to about not taking shortcuts, doing things by the book, abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws. And it's, at this time, you can expect a return on your investment. Whatever you have pursued will, is, if it goes by to be of others, it's good time for mentors and stuff. So yeah, it sounds like on track. Just don't, you know, don't take any shortcuts, and do things by the book, and have a lot of success outside life in this time.
Thank you so much.
I hope that helps.
Yeah, I was curious. I know you're recording it. Is it possible to
Okay.
access the
Go ahead.
video?
Yes, yeah, it will. I'll send a link to the recording, but it should be on YouTube, my YouTube channel, Astrology by Celeste.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so it should. Oh, you're welcome. Yes. Okay, so who's next?
We have Shipra.
Hello.
Okay, Shipra, what is your birth information? Hi, Shipra.
Hi, it's October 25, 1984.
And what time?
9:30 a.m.
And the place?
It's Delhi, India.
Delhi?
D-E, yeah, Delhi. D-E-L-H-I.
Is that right? D.
Yes, correct.
Okay. 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 And so, did you want just hot takes, or did you have a specific question, or?
Yeah, I actually have a question. So I'm planning for a big shift in my career. And the thing is, this new thing that I'm thinking of is not that rewarding financially, but it's very fulfilling for my soul. Like that's something I want to do. And then I am probably looking for this shift sometime starting next year, because I have some financial obligation this year, so I cannot, take that switch. So I need to know, how does my career look from next year onwards? And also, since I'll be so focused on this new career that I'm choosing for myself, is there any scope for love or relationship or any such thing to come in?
How interesting. So your sun is in Scorpio, your moon Scorpio, and you're a Sagittarius rising. So the first thing that jumped out at me when I was looking at your chart is that the North Node, this is like where we're going to, your North Node's in the 6th house. So doing things that are of service or that fulfill you as a human being are really important. It's in the sign of Taurus, and there is going to be a lunar eclipse in November that's going to like start a new start for you then. So yeah, the eclipses are going to be in your 12th and your 6th house. Very interesting. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of energy about your day-to-day life. It's really important to take care of your health, and both your mental and your physical health, with eclipses doing that. But right now, there is potential for a new relationship to come into your life. Yeah, in December, there was a solar eclipse in your 1st house, and in November, there was a lunar eclipse right on your descendant. Have you been in a relationship? Were you in a relationship last year that ended?
No.
or no? No? Okay. Yeah, so this can speak to, could speak in terms of like business partners, friends, anything, that there's some kind of change going on in that area of life potentially. But what is happening this year is that you're having these, and they last the whole year. where Saturn is squaring Uranus. Saturn from your second house of how you make money is squaring Uranus in your fifth house of creativity. So you said you were having financial obligations, so you got energy in your house of finances. So yeah, that makes sense. But it's going to be here. Saturn's going to be here for till later this year, and then it'll lighten up on your restriction around how you make money. So yeah, and Neptune is getting ready to cross your nadir. Be very careful about water. Like sometimes when people have this cross here, they can have like a leak at home or some kind of water incident. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
But you could also have something spiritual go on at your root. But I will pull you a few cards. What do you want to know most about? Is it about
career,
romance next year?
Mostly about the career.
Okay.
Will I be okay if I pick the career that I'm thinking of?
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you've got a lot of internal stuff going on over the next couple of years. Yeah. The first card is the Breathe card. So to me, this says, yes, that release anxiety. Just breathe. And the next card is the Between Worlds card and protection. So yeah, you're in a transition phase. And I'm going to read something about that. But first card, co-create, yeah, and protection. So yeah, let me read a few words from this card. Yeah, patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, trust, the Breathe card. Yeah, so have some patience because you are between worlds. And it's you know that. Yeah, but the last card, co-create and protection. Let me read what that says. Because co-create is about manifestation. And when you get it in protection, it says that you are trying too hard to create all that you desire without the nurturing and vital force of spirit. So if you're in a creative slump or do you feel overwhelmed right now, yeah, you really need to tap into your higher power and ask for inspiration. Yeah. Yeah, so to me, this says like, get out of your own way. So to me, this says like, if you feel like you are being called to this career, that you should listen to your inner voice and just breathe and trust and know that if you work with your higher power, when you're ready, you'll be able to take the steps forward to do what you feel like you're called to.
Okay.
So I hope that helps.
Yes, that did. Thanks a lot.
Oh, you're welcome. Great. Who was next, Shantini?
I think it was Claudia, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi, Celeste. Sorry, I was only able to get on.
Hi, how are you?
Late. Nice to see you.
No worries.
So I'm sorry I missed the beginning part.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go back and watch it.
Yeah, I can go back and watch.
What's your birth date?
July 20th, 1961.
Okay.
I don't know the time.
Okay, I'll just put 12 p.m. and where?
Evanston, Illinois.
Okay. So July 20th, 1961. Great. So I can't tell some things, but what are your general questions?
Oh gosh.
Did you just want my hot takes or did you have a question?
Few hot takes. That'd be interesting to hear.
Yeah. So your sun is in Cancer. Your moon, it might be in Libra, but it might be in Scorpio. So like, are your emotions really, really deep, or are you more in your head? Which one?
Well, I don't, I mean, I know it's different than our zodiac signs, but I was born.
When you're upset, do you get quiet? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm very sensitive.
When you're upset, do you get quiet? Okay.
Yeah,
Then you might have a Scorpio moon. Yeah. So the things that jump out at me are that the eclipses are in your house of how you make money, how you expand, and your communication and your shared resources access. So there's probably there's some kind of new start in those areas of life, or like with the siblings could come into focus this year. Yeah, you had the lunar eclipse. It wasn't right on your Venus, but it was near your Venus. So are you doing anything about higher learning, or thinking about like communicating out into the world in any way, or networking more, or anything like that?
Oh gosh. Well, I would say that I've just achieved a huge professional achievement in my life due to networking.
Ah, fantastic. Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah, you had the solar eclipse in December.
Yeah, that's
was in your third house of networking.
Yeah, I
Oh, wait, I don't know your houses. Wait, because I don't know exactly what time you were born.
I think I was born the
Yeah, it might be the third, but that's good.
My birth certificate. But anyway, okay. What about love life?
Ah, okay. Well, you know what happened? You had a Jupiter return. That is definite. You had a Jupiter return within the last couple of months, so that speaks to something good happening. Yeah. So, love life. I'm gonna have to pick cards because I don't know what your house is. So, cards. What does Claudia need to know about her love life? Okay. Okay, so the first card is To the Sea and Protection. Very interesting. Let me turn them all over. So these are all in protection, and they're speaking to, so To the Sea speaks to, let me read it because it's in protection. Yeah, this speaks to external circumstances seeming to block every attempt to move forward. There's no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean's tide experience ebb and flow, you're in a natural cycle and things will flow again into due course. So that was the first card. As the ancient mariners say, when fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home and prepare their nets. So that speaks to maybe it's not quite the time yet for a relationship. And the next card is Poised in Protection. So that it also speaks to just maybe not being ready right at this time. But To the Sea says when the time's right, it will happen. And making sure you remain flexible. So you have some fixed energy in your chart. So this speaks to, trying to bend like the willow tree and trying to have some flexibility with the whole situation. But yeah, when the right time happens, it will be maybe your, other things are in focus for you right now.
Okay.
So I hope that helps.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Great. So was that everyone? Did I get or Maggie? I didn't do Maggie yet.
Yeah, you have Maggie, and there's a few other people, and if they're not comfortable with sharing their chart information, maybe if they had a question, you could still do oracle cards, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You don't have to share your you don't have to share your birth information if you don't want to. Okay.
Maggie next.
So Maggie, what would you like? Would you like me to look at your chart?
Yeah, please.
Okay. And then okay, great. So what is your birth date?
November 4, 1982.
And your time?
9:29 p.m.
And where?
Dallas, Texas.
Did you say Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas, Texas.
Okay, sorry. Are you there now?
No, thank God.
Do you still live there?
No, I'm in Los Angeles.
Oh man. Oh, good. So you said 9:29 p.m. on November 4th, 1982. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Great. So do you have any questions or just wanted?
I was thinking about
to
starting my
say what
own
I see?
business and I wanted to know if that was a good idea.
Ah, very interesting. Okay, so your sun is in Scorpio, your moon is at 0 degrees Cancer, and you are a Cancer rising, right at 13 degrees. Very interesting. So let's see. What's going on right now? So what's going to be happening this year is that you're going to have Uranus opposing your sun from your 11th house and your Venus. And Saturn's, let's see, let me look here first. Okay, so from the 8th to the 11th. Yeah, there's a lot of focus around shared resources. Is this business something you would take out loans for, or?
No, not
Is
that
there
I
any
was
financial
thinking of.
Okay. So yeah, you're doing a lot of thinking about like changing your hopes and dreams. The 11th house can speak to groups or the internet, or what kind of business would it be?
Yeah, it's an art advisory. I sell art, but my goal is to sell art online and to kind of, because you can't see it in galleries anymore,
Okay.
so to kind of, educate people how you can actually do it online.
Okay. Well, you have 4 planets in the house of creativity. So yeah, you're a very creative person. You have the Scorpio, a lot of Scorpio energy. You have Venus, oh, you have this really nice thing you can look up. It's called Venus Cazimi, Cazimi. Let me look at it this way. It's like you could be very potentially, you could draw big money to you financially, is how I'm reading this from your creativity.
Okay. I'll take it. Should work harder.
Yeah. Let's see. Seeing, looking for certain things. Ah, your sun, Jupiter. Okay. Yeah, you've got these things called super aspects. Oh, and you have Uranus, Neptune. This, yeah, you do really good in terms of sharing with a wide audience and something creative. You have an aspect of manifestation. So to me, that says, yes. And you've got a nice, oh, you've got a lot of water in your chart and not the other elements. So
It's
fire
all
is
water.
like the life-giving. Fire's life-giving, earth brings stability and is like the practicality. Like, are you good about taking care of business and finances, paying your bills and all of this kind of stuff? Being
No.
organized?
I try, but it doesn't come easy.
Okay, so you'll have to, when you start your business, you'll have to pull people in from outside of it to do these things that you don't come naturally to you. So keep that in mind. But you have a lot of creative energy, a lot of feeling energy in you. And you as well have one of these, what's called a yod to Chiron in the 11th house. So does your art have anything to do with like a healing nature to it?
I mean, I believe that it can.
Or the business?
I feel like, it's, people can be healed through art, but believing and then showing other people is another step.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about like a fate around you. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I see right now. Yeah, let's see, where's your progressed moon is just about to go into, like within the next month, it's going to go into Sagittarius. So it'd be a good time for you to expand within the next 2.5 years. It'll be in that, expand creatively. Like some kind of change could be to come through in about 6 months. Yeah. I think there's emotionally you're probably thinking about how you bring money to yourself. Okay, I'll just ask, what does Maggie need to know about being an entrepreneur? Let's see. So the first card is community and protection. So community speaks to your tribe, and when it's in protection, it's like, is there a community that maybe you need to leave? So think about that. Like, is there a community that you've outgrown in your life? And the next card is the never-ending story. So this in protection as well. So this, let me just read what that says. Yeah. This is a time to avoid drama at all costs, especially when it comes to other people's stuff. Your sensitivity is on overload and you're best served keeping your distance. Not my circus, not my monkeys. So this to me speaks, I hope this connects with you or you know what this is about, but it's about something. You're laughing, does it connect?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so you know what it is. Okay. And the last card is a leg up in protection. You don't have to do everything alone. So to me, this says, there may be like a community that you need to take a break from or leave or disconnect, or just don't pick up other people's burdens around that. And don't feel like you're alone. When the leg up, there are people to support you. If you need to ask for help, ask for help. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Hope that's helpful.
Yeah, so much.
Oh, good. So I think I got everyone. Shantini, is there anyone else?
I think you got everybody, but a few people didn't ask questions, but I
Okay,
hope you found it
I'll go back
enjoyable.
to the questions. Let's see.
We do have some folk here if they wanted to just post a question in the chat box, or if they wanted to just follow up with you afterwards. Somebody had to leave, but had a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, here's a question I can answer quickly. So what Caitlin wanted to know, what does the energy of a conjunction do mean? So with a conjunction, the two energies essentially merge. So yeah, they are merged. And then Pixie wants to know Moon square Uranus. So Moon square Uranus can be, Uranus is like an electrical system, and your moon is your emotional body. And so when people have moon square Uranus, they just can have a little bit of volatility to their emotions. So it's really, really, really important to nurture the moon sign. Yes. Yeah. So that's what that means. And it can come from, like, especially in childhood, if there was uncertainty in your home life and things like that. So yes. Okay, well, I think I answered all the questions. I want to thank everyone for coming, and if I'll get the chat, and if I didn't answer anything, I will. And yeah, thank you so much for coming. If you enjoyed this, please share with your friends and let them know there are 2 more events like this, and you're always welcome to come back if you'd like to. And yeah, thank you so much.
Are you doing
go ahead.
a free reading as well? Or sorry, I meant to say, how are you handling that?
Say that again?
The prize of a free reading, how are you handling that?
Oh yes, I have to pick a free reading. Oh, thank you, Shantini.
Yeah, we can't let everybody get away with that. Sorry.
I am going to put all the names. Oh wait, but some people didn't have a question. Oh crap. Okay. Okay. What do you think is a good way to?
I think I can take why don't we take a screen grab of the name of, I think I took a few screen grabs of the names, and then we can just
I'm going to use random number generator, and I'll pick someone that way. And then, yeah, I will announce who won. I'll give everybody a number and then use random number generator to pick the winner. But you will find out who won. I will email people. Yeah. So thank you for reminding me about that, Shantini. I'm so sorry, people. So yes, lucky winner will win a free reading. So thank you so much for coming, and have a beautiful day. Victoria, if you want to stay, or anyone else can stay, I will answer Victoria, my sister's chart questions, but everyone else can go. Shantini, if you want to stay, you can stay.
Yeah.
But you don't
What
have
are the dates? What are the dates again for your other 2 sessions like this, in case anybody wants to tell friends?
Yeah, so it's February 26th, so that's next Friday, and then March 4th, the following Thursday. So yes, there are 2 more events. Yes. And yeah, and follow me, Astrology by Celeste. I'll announce on Sunday at my live at 9:30 a.m. who won this free reading. And yes. Yeah. And book a reading if you don't win the free one. And yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Oh, Pixie, you're still there. I'll pick some cards for you, Pixie, if you like. Because I think I pulled cards for everyone but you. Let me know.
I think she's gone.
Maybe stepped away. Okay. Well, it looks like Victoria, it's a stepped away. So yeah, I think this was, oh, there you are.
I'm here.
Did you want to ask a question, Vicky, or no?
Yes, I would like to ask a question. So I've had a little shift in my career lately, and I want to know if this is something I can pursue full-time, or don't quit your day job.
Ah, okay. Let me open your chart.
Yes. Do you see any future in my new endeavors?
Okay.
Celeste, do you want to stop recording?
Oh, yeah, we can. Unless Victoria wants me to continue.
No, you can end it. So you have a shorter